So last time, what happened last time? I'll tell you what happened last time. Last time, there was a significant amount of time. We walked around the town of Bravebank and spoke with many peoples, and we let's see, we talked with Sigrid at the minor exchange. We talked with Rhyol, and we talked with Xalia, talked with the priest lady at the shrine, decided that she was boring, and then left. And then we talked to Kier over at his orchard. He was fun, and then he had some apples. He talked to you about the good old days. And Sig, we talked to her briefly. She's got a bunch of people around. She seems pretty busy. She handles the claims in the area. She has a very interesting contraption that Rhyol took an inspection to, or would like to anyway. And then we saw Bart completely just like lay out a Rustler in the middle of the street. That was pretty good. And then hung out with Cherry a bit, hung out with Bart a bit, and then we went to the Smiling Lion, where we are now, and dealt with some incredibly drunk Rustlers in the doorway there. They were hanging out on some barrels, and then went in. Tensions turned high as the Adventure Squad dealt with all these Rustlers, and Aloe has charmed the last remaining one with him sitting on a table. We just left him off where he was drinking on some water and some information was being exchanged, and as Aloe, with this shimmery, sparkly, star-woven red cloak that Xalia has illusioned onto him, and Lekai has located his hoodie precariously close to the fireplace, but still safe, if a little toasty now. With Aloe chatting up this Rustler, what do you guys do?
Well, like maybe a minute ago in game time, we were mentioned a guy with a purple cloak.
Yeah, that's Starcloak. He's got the purple cloak.
And Karydin, thinks on it for a bit and then goes, "Wait, didn't shit, give me 1 second. I can't remember his name. I'm very tired. I'm sorry. Damned document. There we go.
Roland?
Yeah, didn't Roland mention a guy in a purple cloak?
Who's Roland?
Not you. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. That's not me. I'm fine.
Sure are.
Anyway, so yeah. Old boss got the message. Treat Starcloak as the new boss, so he's the new boss. Don't throw magic items in the crevasse like we've been doing. There's some scary eyeball monster in the crevasse. You don't want to do that.
Scary eyeball monster.
Spooky.
And he waves his arms up above him.
I see.
Yeah, you know.
Great.
Go ahead, Bill.
I was going to say, Vela, while you're talking, is just going to skitter over the bar table and start looking for water.
Okay. Skitter. These are all labeled in what languages do you know?
Probably not, but she does have, she doesn't have it prepared, but no, she does.
She does.
What languages do you know?
She have copyrighted languages. but she doesn't know
Oh,
Dwarvish, I believe.
comprehend languages.
Okay. You're
Actually, no, she does know Dwarvish, so I don't need to use that spell slot.
okay. Yeah, they're all in Dwarvish as you expected.
Alright.
Easy enough. You managed to find something aptly named water. It's a just nice little brown jug. Looks like it probably holds a gallon.
She's gonna sit on the floor right behind the bar and start drinking directly from the jug.
Alright. Rhyol, Xalia fades from view. And glug glug glug. Xalia, this water is rather refreshing. It's crisp, it's clear, it's cold.
Nice.
I know, that's all I wanted to do. Continue.
So this eyeball monster, where did you say it was?
It's in the crevasse.
Crevasse. And then where did we bring those people that weren't paying the manor?
We threw him in the jail.
The jail.
Yeah, where the bros.
Yeah.
Were. Yeah. And see,
Yeah, I got this.
new people don't know nothing, Jeremy.
I know. But you gotta humor them.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, listen. So,
Listening?
the core thing you gotta do is you gotta shake down the townspeople for protection money. Unless you don't fund itself, you know. Gotta take the money. They can take all their magical items if they ain't got no money. There's no limit on marks. That's the beauty of it. No limits. We already hit the old orchard guy. Took his magic sword. We hit the weird priestess lady too. So when you take your stuff from your marks, you can put it up in the old manor on the hill. You're from out of town, so you should head there first to get your clocks.
That sounds very good.
He takes a big swig of water, just cluck, cluck, cluck. And he wipes his face with like his entire forearm.
Ugh, I'm kinda tired. Listen, you're headed up there, yeah?
Soon.
Okay,
Soon.
Soon? You better get there quick before somebody else finds you. Listen, Chirpy.
Sounds like a plan.
Here,
Chirpy?
since you're my buddy, I
Yeah?
want to see you get goofed on. Here, come here.
And
Okay.
he like leans in real close to you.
Right?
And he whispers, like he holds up his hand and he whispers in your ear. And he says that. Oops. Yeah, he says that.
Aloe just kind of mumbles. Smelly gunk.
No. Yeah, it's great.
Alright. I gotcha. And then Aloe kind of puts one hand on the table he's sitting on, just jostles it a bit.
Wobble, 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 wobble.
Yup.
Ah, it looks like he loses his balance.
Alright.
So, where are we going first, gang?
Manor seems like a good starting point.
Okay. Yeah, we'll head up and say hello.
Among other things.
Among other things, yeah.
About that barkeep, though.
Yeah.
She'll be fine. She goes and hides back there whenever we have a tussle.
Well,
She comes back out after a while.
Oh, I was muted. Do your tussles normally leave corpses?
They'll be fine.
They were just hazed.
I look over to the frozen
Yeah,
One.
hazed.
blood around everywhere.
The man said it himself. We were just hazing them.
Yeah, they don't call us the Wraith Guard for nothing.
Wait, what?
No, nothing.
You're
Don't
Wraith
worry
Guard.
about it. Don't you worry about it.
No, but
Drink some more water. You're drunk.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm pretty sure.
Glug, 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 glug.
Xalia stands up and she looks sloshy now, and that every time she looks like there's a lot of water under her skin. Every time
Jeez.
she moves, I'm just.
What skin? She was skeletal before.
Well, now she has some skin.
Yeah,
Okay.
she fixed it.
Yeah.
You're right.
Sloshy skin.
Dehydration does things to you.
Uh-huh.
Drink water.
Drink water.
I like to imagine she was still a skeleton, but then tried to drink water, and it didn't work. So she turned herself fleshy again.
Did I just get advertised to drink water?
Uh-huh.
Water. Drink it.
Alright, I think we should get moving. What do y'all say?
Sounds like a plan.
Y'all, are you all sure we should just leave these? I point to the bodies here.
What do you want us to do? Drag the bodies into town? Dump them in a ditch?
Maybe.
It's not much.
Just, I don't know.
We don't.
Seems like a bad idea to
Someone
leave.
have to.
Why don't we
Seems like
ask
a bad idea to
bartender?
just-
Why don't we ask the bartender in the back?
Don't worry about it. More Wraith Guard will come back. They'll finish the hazing process. It's fine. They'll be fine.
Okay. See,
It'll be them. The Cranklets will come back and everything's fine.
Xalia is going to skitter up to the bartender in the back and do the "Are you okay?" head tilt plus gentle, like reach out and withdraw hand.
Make a persuasion check. As you extend your hand to this very rattled looking dwarven bartender. Not bad. She seems to relax a bit and says, and looks around.
Well, I haven't heard anybody else any more fighting. I'm fine. Listen, I ain't seen you guys. You ain't seen me. I was out taking a break, a smoke break.
I'm
Alright.
gonna see if she gets that. Okay, she understands what is being got at. Zayla's gonna nod and like, and then move out of the way so she can leave. She's letting the dwarf lady leave first.
The dwarven bartender walks out and looks around, sort of gasps and recoils at the horror of the scene where this dude is actually frozen, and there's a couple dead bodies, and then where she looks around and becomes confused and sidles around the bar and exits. Hops over it, just whoop, and then bolts out.
I think we should follow suit. Get going before more show up. More friends show up, I should say.
Agreed.
And Karydin starts to move towards the door.
There are no other exits, right? It's just the one.
There are
One door?
windows.
Yeah, there's windows and stuff. Look around. Investigation check. You do find a way that goes down. You presume that's where they're holding all of the mead. Since they seem to only serve mead here.
That's true. Very true. Okay. Would there be like an empty mead barrel that I could stuff these people in?
Looking around, you get the sense that all the mead barrels up here are filled, and they have like that little kind of leather spout thing that you can withdraw mead from.
Mm-hmm.
But looking around, all of them seem to not be empty.
Okay, well, if everyone else is totally fine with just letting a bunch of corpses be found, that's fine, I guess.
A body has been discovered.
Not a lot of places to take them unless we want to go outside and put them in the back.
Would you like to bury every single one individually?
Just
We could do that.
I mean, we don't need it. It doesn't have to be particularly. She kind of looks at the looks at the various people and like. They don't seem to be very observant people, so I don't think it needs to be particularly well done. Just
Okay.
it seems like a bad idea to walk in a place, leave with just a bunch of bodies, and then expect like no one's gonna
Karydin
come after
steps
us after.
back and
Because this clearly isn't everyone they have.
yeah, that's true. Karydin picks up one of the bodies. I assume I don't have to roll to pick up one of the bodies.
No, you tell.
Okay.
Well,
I'm gonna pick up this boy.
the frozen one.
That's not the frozen one. I think this is the frozen one.
Yeah, that's the frozen one.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he's gonna
There's-
drag him.
There are still 2 guards outside, by the way.
Yeah.
Aloe, could you make friends with those guards too, or is that off the table?
You're gonna have to think of something else.
Man, if you punch them hard enough, they'll be asleep.
I don't want.
Speaking of which, while this is all going on, Aloe kind of leans into his new friend. Acts like he's gonna punch him on the shoulder real joking-like, but he just clocks him in the back of the head.
Make an attack roll.
Okay.
With,
Do I do it with advantage?
With advantage.
Okay. Where the heck is attack? Whoops. Not with a dagger. How do I make an attack roll?
Just a regular attack roll you can't. You have to attack like with something.
Okay.
In Foundry anyway. But an attack roll would be just like punching something. Would be a d20 plus your strength modifier plus your proficiency bonus. So
Okay.
Your proficiency bonus is dose.
Did you say my proficiency bonus is
Dose.
2.
2? Okay.
Okay. So as you go up and you go to kind of jokingly punch your new friend in the shoulder and just kind of cajole him, he goes,
Oh, hey. Buddy, sorry for kicking you in the chest earlier. I wanted to, I had this urge. Like, I was looking
it's
at you, I
all
was
good.
like, yeah, it's my friend. He wouldn't expect if I just fired out and hit him right now. He would never expect it. And then,
It's
you know, I
pretty
just
funny,
kind
I gotta say.
of, I just kind of did it.
and you clock this dude, and he falls back just from the blow on the table. He is now dozing with his back on the table.
cool.
Probably
Wait.
has a concussion.
Wait,
Oh,
I have an
right.
idea. Just take their scarves.
That's a good idea. That's a great idea.
They'll think they-
Karydin drops the dead body he's holding on the ground.
Funk.
He doesn't set it down, he drops it.
Funk.
And then he grabs the scarf as best he can and
Okay.
tears it off.
It's easy enough to decloak, demantle,
Decloak, yeah.
de-scarf this person. Go ahead and add a Rustler cloak to your inventory. It is a
While he does that, he says, "You may... What are we gonna do about the frozen one?"
scarlet red cloak.
Yeah.
Well, it's not exactly red unless he thaws out.
Okay, but they'll know.
Wait.
How long does your ice last?
He's dead. He's frozen.
Alright.
Can I just like? If he's like really frozen,
We could melt
is it okay? Is it? We could not. I don't think that would. Wouldn't that just defrost him? Could we shatter him?
We could.
I don't see why not.
I had a hammer.
A hammer would be better. I was gonna hit him with the pommel of my sword.
Or a crowbar. Either one. They both work.
Alright, well, do the honors, Rhyol.
It's not like a. Or I guess actually, I assume like the hammer that's like the veteran gear is just like a small hammer, right? It's not like an actual like.
Yeah, it's not a battle hammer.
Yeah. So that would actually not really be that efficient.
You know, ice sculptures.
Yeah. Can I use it like? Can I use a piton and hammer to
Hammer
just
and
like
chisel.
just like?
You can.
I might know a faster way to do this.
I think I was gonna... Yeah. Melting was what I was gonna suggest.
Aloe blowtorches the frozen corpse. It actually melts away rather quickly. You get the sense that it was just a thin layer of ice holding him. And as soon as the melt, or as soon as like a good deal of the ice that was holding the upper torso is melted away, the rest of it just kind of clatters over and shatters away. And
Cool.
is now laying on the floor.
Easy enough.
Take his.
Nice
scarf
thinking,
too.
Aloe.
Yes, thank you very much, Aloe.
And
I will.
that's enough scarves for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we ever need it again, but most important thing is just having them think, oh, these scarfless intruders got killed. Clearly, they
That
weren't part of the
was,
gang.
That was some good thinking on your part, Rhyol.
Okay. So you now have 5 scarlet red rustler cloaks, 1 per person.
Conspicuous.
You all are very conspicuous wearing these things, by the way.
Well, we
No,
don't-
I didn't
okay.
put it on.
Oh, okay.
We don't need to put it on now. Just have them. It could be useful to have.
Let's get
The
going.
important thing is that just they don't have them.
Yeah.
So when they describe 5 scarfless,
5
People-
intruders, it won't be us.
exactly.
So is that are we distributing 1 to each person, or
That's what I assumed.
okay?
Seems sufficient to just have them in case we need to disguise ourselves as one of them, like for real this time.
Okay.
How would I go about adding that to my inventory?
In your inventory, where it says equipment, in that line item, there's an add button on the far right,
Okay.
and then you can just write like rustler cloak or scarlet cloak or whatever, and then I'll make it fancy next time if you still have it. All right. So what are we doing? We're heading out
Yes.
I believe.
To the
Yep.
mansion.
to the mansion. We're now at the mansion. It's like we're not there yet. So we're moving out to. So you head back out into the lovely town of Bravebank. It's maybe about like 2, 3, 4 p.m. Looking around, you spot the excellent hill that houses this manor. As you walk up the path, ahead you see a. Why are you empowered? There
Why
you
not?
go. As you walk
That
up
was
the path, you
the
see.
thing you left on to remind yourself that I had the cloak.
Yeah. Yeah, the illusionary clone.
He's still all powerful.
Empowered.
How long does that last? It might have fallen off by now, just because I ran out of concentration.
Let's see.
10 minutes, so yeah, it'll fall off soon, but it's still up.
Takes an action movement. Alright, cool. So as you walk up the path, you see a small flock of birds. A small flock of small birds. They're small birds specifically, happily enjoying the sun.
Nice.
They examine the ground and they appear to be looking for their dinner. Upon seeing you, they all fly away. Their soft brown plumes silhouetting against the sun. Just a little bit of happiness. As you continue up the path, the manor is now in view, and it looks a great deal less inspiring up close than it did back in town. This previous residence appears to have been in disuse and disrepair for quite some time. There's large holes in its gray roof. The windows are completely smashed with jagged pieces of glass only left in their panes. The front double doors that would be set into smoky stone are reduced to a single tan door that barely hangs, just kind of away by a single hinge. Grass around here is very long and unkempt. And before you, and before this manor stands the 5 of you.
I have not seen many manors. I came from up in the mountains a ways away, but this does not look very impressive to me.
Well,
Are they all like this, or
No.
okay? Just
You sure this manor is inhabitable?
I mean, that's
doesn't
probably
sound
why they
like
chose it.
yeah.
Hmm.
Who in their right mind would ever come here?
Us, I guess. I guess I'll take the point. Take point, I should say.
Karydin, you walk inside and give me yay old perception check.
Okay. 15 arrows fly out of the ground, pierce me instantly.
Well, if you say so.
Imagine if you rolled a 1. Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right.
They'd be like, "Are you sure it's just arrows?"
Inside. So you walk inside the manse. And you are greeted with more dilapidation, and there's crumbling walls. There's broken foundation that's littering the floor. There's a destroyed curving architecture that must have been once a grand staircase leading up to a second floor that no longer exists. Rises in the middle of the foyer that you stand in. A disaster of a collapse blocks entry to the right. However, you do see a couple rooms ahead, on the ground level, of course, that are available. There's one door open, and the other is closed. You see, with your excellent perception, you perceive that there are plenty of rocks that have been cleared, heading towards the open door to form something of a path. A ball. Me.
Karydin sort of pokes his head back out and says, "Well, someone's been here, and they've left a bit of a track, or tracks if we'd like to follow them.
Seems prudent.
Let's take a look.
Sorry, what kind of tracks were they? Just like regular footprints?
No, the rubble. There was rubble in the manor, and it's been cleared away.
Oh, okay, got it.
Suggests movement. There's somewhat of a path that we could follow.
Got it.
And Karydin follows the path
Okay.
towards the open door.
Alright. Karydin walks towards this open door. The rest of you now see, through the sunlight cascading in, through the many holes of the roof. Karydin is walking towards this open door. There's another closed door, and of course you see the rest of this description that was given to him.
He's gonna try to open the door.
Okay, the door's not locked. Door releases, and you can now have a portal to another room. Not that kind of portal.
I know.
Damn. That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, just casually, okay, there's the portal. Hell.
Imagine being like a really eccentric like wizard or something. It's like
Maybe in several levels we'll be able to casually say there's a portal. Alright, Xalia, this room is dark. But it's definitely another room.
She's
Just
gonna be vaguely disappointed because she can't fucking see.
This vague smell of like musty parchment and paper and stuff in here.
I guess. I mean, we're all behind them, right? So, noticing, realizing that it's dark, Rhyol would light a torch
Okay.
and hand it to her. Like, here you go. It's like, oh, right. You can't see.
Xalia, you now have a torch.
Xalia is gonna put on her very happy face and, jump up, extend up and down a little bit.
Actually, I don't know if giving Xalia a torch was a good idea. Anyway, let's continue.
She's responsible.
We'll be all right.
And she's gonna look into this dark room.
Okay. So this room that you have encountered has plenty of bookshelves that have caved and smashed inwards from years of rot and the weight of many books. There's piles of tomes that are strewn about the floor. Underneath dashed apart wood, there's a few small tables with half-melted candles on them. Each of these tables also has a book. Karydin, are you still heading towards the open door?
Yes.
Xalia, while you're peering into this room and you're taking in what this room has to offer, Karydin, the open door is very nicely open for you. As you step in, you hear a loud crash from the front door of the manor, and whirling around, you see that the door just hanging barely on has now finally smashed down into the tiled foyer.
Karydin, in fear, whipped around so fast that he lost his balance and fell on his butt.
Karydin is now prone.
It's true. I am vulnerable to damage.
Karydin, you're now prone.
And he sort of lets up like an shout, or not shout, but definitely like a vocalization. Like, jeez, I did not like that.
Relax, buddy. It's just a door.
I'm not that. Whatever. And he sort of stands up, dusts himself off, and turns back to the open door.
Okay. Xalia, probably during that amount of time, what can you do? Or what would you like to do?
She's looking at books.
Okay.
See if there's anything that catches her eye.
Make a... let's see. Let me request an investigation check right now.
Wait.
And anyone else who is looking at books.
What check?
Dang, Xalia.
Wait, did you ever? What,
You like
what did you
books.
describe? Was in the dark room?
This is the
Must
dark
have
room.
missed.
Books.
Books.
Oh, just books.
Yeah. Books and destroyed bookshelves and that sort of
Okay.
thing.
Uh,
And then, Karydin, I'll get to your open door soon.
yeah, take your time.
All of these books are lore books. They seem to be revolving around this estate. They're settling into Bravebank. There's lore about other things. It's difficult to tell that most of the words of the books are either faded, the books themselves are destroyed, just whatever happened here to result in the withering away of the estate has also taken its toll on the books. Words you can make out from what you can find are Dark Lord, Purifying Fire, Radiance, Raid,
We're taking all of those.
Farmer, Blade. You find a few more that are a little bit more uplifting. There, you find the phrase "My good friend Silverlake." You find the word Emberhold, Estate, Guardian, Lekai. A couple books that you have, you managed to make out. Jubilee, Safekeeping, My Sanity, Blazing Emblems.
Ruin has come to this family. Sorry.
Everyone seems useful.
You also find a particular name, or at least you assume it's a name. It's capitalized after all. It is the name is Wenceless. Lekai.
Wenceless.
Yeah. Wenceles. Xalia, you also find an interesting book next to a candle. It seems like smaller in form, seems almost journal-like. It's next to a quill, but it is in a script that you're not quite familiar with.
I mean, okay. You can hold on to it for now, but also. Oh, where's the. I have to do this. I have to do that. No, I don't. Do that.
It seems to be in some kind of flowing script. You're casting comprehend language?
Yeah.
Okay. You cast comprehend language, take a minute, and reading it is a little slow going. But you do manage to read the last page of the journal. As that's what I imagine that you go to, because everyone goes to the last page of journals.
Yeah.
Totally.
This one seems to be a somber text of someone slipping away. It reads, "I am losing my sanity, and writing this is a chore. I fear that the corrupted magics of the very area I was sworn to protect are beyond my ability to purify. I have failed my ancestors. Reality twists as my body contorts. This is likely to be my last memoir, as within then it gets much more ragged and words are misspelled, especially towards the end of it, and from there it just gets unintelligible. And it is in Elvish.
Okay. Does it actually tell me what language it's in if I comprehend languages?
Given that you understand the written language, I imagine that it tells you, or you are able to figure it out.
Okay. Well, regardless, she's gonna look, smaller and sadder now, because she's gonna hold on to that.
Okay.
And rejoin with Karydin, who has been doing other things.
You can
Looking at an open door for 30 minutes now.
it's not that long.
Very scared of that door. I know, I'm joking.
You're you can put old journal in your inventory if you like, Xalia. And then Karydin, stealing yourself
To face another door.
To face this door, this open door. You walk in and it's dark. Can't quite see in. You can vaguely make out some shapes and outlines. Behind you comes up
Aloe. With a mote of flame hovering around his head. Walks into the room.
Thank you.
Aloe strides into the room, undeterred by loud sounds. And the two of you now see that this room is outlined all along the walls with countertops. There's old forks and knives and other eating utensils that are just kind of callously discarded everywhere. There's an island table that's I just got lost in the sauce of kitchen. Hold on.
Recollect yourself.
The sauce was strong.
There's an island table that has a what does it have on it? It has a wooden chopping board on it. It's kind of like half hanging off of it, and then off in far on the far side of the room, there's a large metal container, and that's what you see.
I'm gonna do an investigation check, and I'm gonna be looking at the cutting board that was hanging off.
Okay. Investigation check for the cutting board. This is made out of wood, and it's actually pretty decent wood. It's kind of like some cherry wood. It's pretty decent. And the island table itself that this cutting board is on is made out of ceramics. You find a very large kind of cleaver type knife. It's underneath the board, being held on top of the table. It's cutting board, knife, table.
And the blade is sort of held under the board, and it's hanging off the table.
Yes.
Or just okay. While he's investigating it, he's gonna sort of while he's looking it over, taking stock of the situation, he's gonna kind of ask Aloe. So about that guy that you made friends with.
Yeah.
He was calling you Chirpy. Was that rude?
Everything he did was rude.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's fine. It's not a big deal.
Okay. I guess...
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was not going to say anything.
Okay. I was going to shuffle on over to that metal container. Check that out.
Okay. This large metal container that you can easily see with the light of your produce flame mote, has a large padlock. It's sort of like dark iron chains that are holding it closed. Its overall construction is just a large metal container. It has a huge lid that you could lift off were it not locked.
Okay.
There's not much over here. A knife, I guess.
I haven't really found that much either. I have a name, but I got no clue what it's connected to.
I'd like to do kind of a more careful sweep of this room.
Okay, investigation, please.
And... Pow.
Okay. As careful as you believe you're being, going over like each bit, checking out the countertops. Doesn't seem to be much else in here, except for there's this really dark corner that has like stuff bundled up against it. Checking this out, moving some things away that was previously obscuring it from your vision, you see a hatch in the corner of this kitchen.
Okay. How do I approach this?
Okay, you approach the hatch. Tentatively. Cautiously.
The Rustlers said they took living people here, so there has to be something else.
I imagine everyone else enters the this kitchen now.
Have we? Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, well, that was set under the assumption that I hadn't seen the hatch.
You walk in, Karydin's holding a knife. just this massive cleaver. Kind of like contemplating it curiously as Aloe stands ominously in the corner.
With his back to everyone, like staring at the ground.
That's exactly what's happening right now.
Before you, is this scene, you three?
Is it Karydin, Aloe, Rhyol? Or
It's all five of you now.
okay.
All five of us are in the room. Karydin is holding a knife and he's like looking at it, like examining it from every angle. Aloe is sitting or standing in the corner looking down at the ground in the dark.
With a little mote of fire swirling around his head.
You get over there, Aloe?
I found a hatch.
Karydin turns around and he says, wait, and you didn't say anything until now?
Well, the thing is, I'm fairly certain this hatch is trapped.
Oh.
But I'm not sure what kind of mechanism it is.
Mind if I take a look at that? Gonna roll a
Yeah. So you take out your
sleight of hand, correct?
it would be a to detect the trap, it's an investigation check. To disarm it, it is a thieves' tools check.
Okay. Let me check. Nice.
Okay, so we're looking around. It seems to be a wooden hatch that sort of lifts upward by a rung, and just overall regular construction. Probably leads to some sort of like cellar since it's in the kitchen. You don't really detect any traps. Giving it a once over with Aloe's little produce flame mote, casting the flickering light.
Well, it seems to be safe. I don't find anything on it.
Out of game, what is your opinion on like roll dogpiling?
I'll probably like say, okay, that's enough after a certain number of people. But like you can say like, hey, the person doing the check can say, can I, everyone want to get a second opinion?
And in game, Aloe promises it's not safe.
Can I try to take a look at it?
Please do.
Oops. Right.
Okay. You're all squeezing into this corner. It's the...
I put my like backpack down, like kind of squeeze.
The corner is formed by the countertops just stopping at a good 1 foot away to create this kind of like 5 foot area of corner. So you're all just kind of squeezing into this area, and Rhyol, you looking around at it, you see, like, giving it a careful once over, that Aloe is assuring the party that this is definitely trapped. Being very careful about it, look around, peering it, giving it a little caress, checking for like wires going places or testing things. You do find a tube that is held against the hinge, where when you opened the hatch, it would apply force on the tube and squeeze out whatever's in it.
Huh. That is something.
What kind of something?
You have taking it in and like investigating it, sniffing it. It smells like beans.
Beans.
Beans? I said that in character.
Aww.
Some sort of something.
The guy gives a chuckle. You mean to tell me this so-called trap is beans?
Well, it smells like it.
What a trap.
It's wedged in there pretty good.
Well,
If you want to trigger it, be my guest, but I still think we should disarm it if we can.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Considering I'm already covered with beer,
You want to just give it a shot?
I might as well.
Okay.
Do you have thieves' tools, or?
I do.
Go ahead and
Oh.
go ahead and make it with advantage. So you can do where it says use thieves' tools.
Yep.
This is the literal first time I've seen someone use these tools, or any
Hey.
tools.
Not bad. You're able, like, it is wedged in there pretty good, but you know exactly where it is, and it's just a tube, so you use your thieves' tools to like get the leverage on it, and then like go down past it, and then kind of lever it out. And you have a tube of, this is bean paste.
See, you guys are worried about bean paste.
Do we just now have?
It's just bean paste, Aloe.
I expected something smellier.
Well,
I mean, really, like, you saw those guys at the tavern. Like, should you have?
Yeah. Yes?
They were pretty smelly, Rhyol.
I
I
mean,
didn't mean the smell.
well, if you want to consider
Well, I
it being smellier, you don't know how old this bean paste is.
It's a fair point.
It's, we can discuss bean paste and smelly men later. For now, I think we should check in this, we should open this hatch.
Two most important topics known to mankind.
Bean paste and smelly men.
So you open the hatch. Bean pasteless. This thing does not squeeze out onto you because you have removed it. Well done. And you open the hatch, and then it opens into darkness. Aloe's moat of flame does shed some light in there, and as you pad down the stone steps, let me move you to the other place.
That should be the name of this campaign, by the way. Bean paste and smelly men.
Which one of you is the bean paste and which one of you is the smelly man?
Tag yourself. I'm bean paste.
Pretty sure I'm the latter. I'm already there.
It's true.
I would like to be bean paste. Right, as you pad down the stone steps, descending into the cool, dry air of the cellar, there's the smell of bread and wood and clean water enters your nostrils. There's a railing that leads you down the stone steps. There's wood. And there's the lovely tarnished wood, guiding you down into this area. And somewhere in the darkness, you hear a jovial conversation. It's kind of like a and then as you all crest out here, and I assume that you all just kind of like pile out.
Yeah, pretty much.
And let's see here. So you all have light, so you can see that there is it appears to be like a large storage cellar. Perhaps it served as a nice safe storage for food and water in the event that the estate was attacked and people had to go underground or something. You can see the staircase that has opened, that you have descended down on, has opened onto a quick little landing. There's no guardrails. Look over, and it seems to drop off onto another several tens of feet down above the cellar floor, with more stone steps that seem to be in good repair, descending to the floor in 2 short flights that flank around each side of the room. Across the room is a brown wooden door, and that is closed, and occupying the space near this western door is a large, also gray stone cistern that bubbles and it's spewing just clean water into this basin.
I will be right back. I can still hear.
Okay.
How many voices did you say we hear? 2?
It's a nondescript amount of voices.
Okay.
But the voices appear jovial. Or appear. The voices sound jovial. Like they're having a good time. You see crates, sacks, stairs.
They sound like they're coming from the door behind.
Make a perception check.
Surprising that someone actually lived down here.
They're coming from
echoing.
everywhere, Rhyol.
Oh god,
The
the
voices
walls.
are assailing you from all directions. Just like trying to focus. It seems like it's echoing and reverberating too much to actually like determine where it is.
It's coming from my own head.
Is this pool actually here?
The pool is actually there. Yes, that is
Okay,
that is
there
the cistern.
Zayla's gonna splash the water.
Splash, 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 splash. It's cold and refreshing to hear on. To hear? Oh my goodness. It's cold and refreshing to feel on your hands with the high octane adventuring.
She's gonna make her hands like webbed so they hold fluid, like pick up fluid better, and carry back up a handful back up to the party.
So in one hand you have water, one hand you have fire.
Okay, you
No.
do this and just.
Oh yeah. She still has the torch. Yeah.
So in a webbed hand, you have water. In a other hand, you have a torch, and you present water to the party.
I present water to Lekai. Yes.
Well, I guess.
Oh, we
So
might as well at
down.
least suspect it and try to at least stay quiet since we hear voices.
That would be wise, I think. At the very least, not do too much rummaging.
Is there any? Did you already explain what this looks like, or
It is.
Yeah.
do we just see it like a regular statue at our spot?
It is a regular fountain statue. It's spewing water into the cistern.
Okay. I was wondering for a moment if it had designs or anything.
It's vaguely dragon-shaped, you know.
Normal stuff.
Normal stuff. It's got horns that are curling around. Blah. It's just spitting water into the cistern.
Could I investigation check? See if there's any traps, or if it's just like on the board.
Go for it. Looking around, don't really see many traps. Everything looks okay.
Well, I don't
Aloe
think
wants to
that
do a little sniffy sniff. See if anything smells weird down here.
Okay. Perception check for smell. Do you have advantage on smell because you're a Kenku? No, I don't think so. No, you don't. Okay.
A lot of my forms do, but
Okay. It smells like bread and wood boxes and crates, and there's the crisp, clean scent of water, and that's both directly next to you as Xalia holds out some water in her webbed hand, and also in front of you in this large pool where all of this water actually exists. There is another smell in the air, but it's difficult to pick up on. It's extremely faint, but there is another whiff of, wait, that's not anything else.
huh.
Uh-oh. If there are no booby traps around, should we at least take a look who's inside?
should make it. Sorry.
At this point, we're already trespassing if someone's actually in this area.
My guess is that there are more rustlers in there. We may want to try and find out how many. Can put an ear to the door, maybe. At that, Karydin sort of walks over to the door and puts an ear to it.
As you're walking over to the door, the doorknob rustles, and it opens to reveal a few rustlers. They all look at you like, ah! As they are all startled as they all enter the room, and then for a moment, they're all stunned. Then they point their fingers at you, like, you're not supposed to be here! Ah! And then they all yell their battle cries, and then they try to kill you.
Wild.
Oh, I guess it is time then. Oh man.
It's my best initiative roll yet.
Oops, no, not that one.
I've been rolling 9s since
It's
Wednesday.
rough.
I was like, is this payback for me paying $9.99?
Something like that.
Do we have a mins? There we go.
There we go.
Sorry, a Rhyol, more accurate. Here we go. All right. So this ruffian runs forward. Says, how did you townies get in here? Ah! And yells out a huge battle cry and goes and tries to stick his sword in you. Karydin. A 12 is not a Tracy, and then he's going to follow up and take another sword slash. He rolled. However,
12 hits. No.
However, what he failed to account for is the same sword stroke still does not hit.
Karydin sort of it's like basically a stab at him. Karydin sort of sidesteps it. And, gets ready to try and dodge the next one, but it's the exact same stab. So he's just kind of sit still.
Xalia, from your vantage point, 15 feet above the cellar floor, you see 3 Rustlers rush in, and one tries to stab Karydin. What would you like to do?
She's gonna be disappointed no one was interested in her water, so she's gonna squat down and forlornly pour it over the side.
Splish, splash. It definitely makes water splashing noises as it falls down the 15 feet and onto the cellar floor.
Okay.
Aloe takes note of this and kind of peers sadly.
That's it. That's all she's doing.
Rhyol, you're up. Someone has burst out of this room and attacked Karydin.
Rhyol, I pull out the red scarf and yell like, wait, we're with you.
Make a persuasion check. with disadvantage.
Wait, but can Rhyol get a bonus because of the scarf?
Yeah.
You're not wearing one.
But she pulled it out.
Yeah, but we walked in here when not wearing them. That's definitely a disadvantage.
Yeah, but
I mean,
the disadvantage is a +2. Whatever.
I mean, he's the only one that sees it. The other people behind the door.
They saw me.
I'm sure he'll just ignore the 4 other people not wearing cloaks.
You pull your scarlet cloak on and say wait, and say your piece and try to appeal to this Rustler that you are on their side. He appears to be focused on disemboweling Karydin. Whom?
Wait, is that Ryol's turn?
Does that count as an action? I honestly don't know.
What else would you like to do?
I'm fine if it does. It's just
it would take you like a certain amount of time to try to beseech this person.
okay. I mean, if that's like an action, then that's fine. Then that would be my turn. Yeah.
You would still have your bonus action.
I don't really have any. Well, it says movement. It's not really much I have for bonus actions. Wait, my health is low, actually. Not last fight. Forgot about that.
Yeah, you didn't heal.
I never healed. I just totally forgot I had damage. Yeah, hold on. Let me just use this potion.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, so
Okay, that's my hit. Yeah.
wrap around the Karydin, you're up next. So you wrap around the scarlet cloak and beseech this person to let you go because you're actually on their side, and then you just bloop.
It's like I will listen. Yeah.
Real quick, did we get a short rest while walking to the manor or no?
Walking is too strenuous of an activity to short rest on.
Cool. Just making sure.
Go to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Karydin. He's gonna, unsheath his sword and take a swing at the Rustler in front of him.
Okay. Wow!
And what a swing it was.
A stout swing.
Uh-huh.
The Rustler is nonplussed about this.
Oh.
Is unhappy about this. He is hurt and bleeding from a sizable gash on his arm. So,
Could I toss the corrosive vial in my inventory as a bonus action?
Throwing it is an action.
Okay, just making sure. I drink the... No,
That is a bonus action.
Drink and then do some ice breath. Ice breath. Good for that.
Player knowledge, Karydin doesn't have a charge of frost breath.
Right.
But, yeah. Anyway, that'll be my turn, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lekai is in the restroom. We'll say for this, we'll go to Aloe, and then when he comes back, we'll take a stream, just to keep things moving.
Okay.
And then we'll go back to regular initiative
Yes.
order, right?
I'm assuming this room is lit.
Yes.
Okay.
Bam.
Yes. Precisely.
Well, it's lit by our fires, right?
Well, I think it's just lit in general, right?
Only the descent with the stairway was dark. The room around here are now there's lit braziers and everything.
Right.
Okay.
I stubbed my toe.
Oh no.
Oh,
And then Lekai, you'll go right after Aloe.
Okay.
Does high ground do anything to, like, spell range?
Not really.
Okay.
Like if you're 15 feet up, it'll be something like that. But it's you would be able to hit this person.
Yeah. And I didn't think it would matter for this particular case, but I was mostly wondering
Oh yeah, it does change
it
your
would
position.
behoove me to leave the staircase.
Yeah, it does change your position. So
Okay.
you are 15 feet higher.
We're just gonna give our little flame mode a nod. It knows what to do.
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
it doesn't know what to do.
It's utterly confused. I should have been more clear.
Yes, boss.
My moat launches itself straight into the cistern.
Sure thing, boss. And then it takes a dive. Lekai. Or sorry, anything else, Aloe?
No, that's my turn.
Okay, Lekai. You watch as these bullies come out of this door and then immediately start trying to stab Karydin after they yell out about a battle cry, calling you townies. And Rhyol has tried to put on one of the scarlet cloaks quickly, and Karydin has slashed one with a longsword, and Aloe has thrown a produce flame at it. What would
Okay.
you like to do? And Xalia has
I
poured
would-
her water off of the ledge. It's very important.
True.
I will also put on the scarf. And I can't. Can I tell it when I equipped it or no?
No, don't worry about it. It just
Okay.
you said it, so it's good.
Okay. And I will throw my dagger at him as my offhand.
Okay.
I see we've continued this game.
You're just building up momentum for the real important fights.
Okay.
Is the explosion later? Got it.
Build up speed for 12 hours.
So you throw your dagger of returning. It catastrophically misses off the mark. It sticks in one of the barrels with a kind of bounces, and then zoop, it zips back to your hand. with the magnetism that Rhyol put into it. What else would you like to do?
I mutter under my breath, curses. That's it.
All right. This this wrestler is going to run forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to run forward and is going to attempt to grapple Karydin. So he's going to run forward and just try to throw his arms around you.
Oh, a hug.
That guy's smart. Unfortunately.
If only he had the execution.
That's smart enough.
Okay. It is a contested check, so
Oh, I guess I'll roll strength. Or...
it's athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Genuinely. I have proficiency in acrobatics. Oh, and also athletics. Easy.
Roll your worst one to flat.
I literally
Okay.
won
Nice.
and still beat it.
The wrestler runs up and he throws like he runs up next to you and he looks kind of winded, and then just goes, throws his arms around you, but you're too busy like doing longsword battle with this other wrestler, and you're unable to break free of his hold.
Oh, is that an automatic failure? Are we treating it as? I'm okay with that. I'm just okay.
Ones are always failures.
Okay.
And then this other one is going to move here, and then it's going to look around. There's so many of you. How'd you all get in? And he's going to take like a precarious stance where it looks like he's ready for anything. This first wrestler is going to see that he could not that Karydin is too good for him, is going to go for Rhyol instead and try to stab her with his short sword. While he's doing it, he's yelling out, "Well, if you're the new one, what's the password?" A 16 to hit.
Yep.
And 6 damage.
Oh yeah, that would have killed things, by the way.
Cool.
What was I? 8? Never mind. Bad. Ouch.
Brings us to Xalia.
Being paced.
Xalia is going to do a usual Xalia thing. She's going to use Mage Hand to splash these two dudes with water.
Cool. Splash, 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 splash.
Right in the eyes.
It's like it's Mage Hand, so it's like 5 pounds of water. But
Splash zone. Splash zone.
Splash. Turn off the stupid statue now. Okay, I love it. Rhyol.
Amazing.
You've been shanked.
Oh god.
Actually, hang on. Let me reread. We'll say that the splashing of water is so distracting that he releases his grip of Karydin.
okay.
He's trying to he takes his arms from around Karydin off, and he's trying to keep the water from splashing at him. He is too distracted.
The loosened grip.
Rhyol.
Would there be a way? Can I roll something as a random guess about what the password could be? Just kind of for fun.
Yeah, sure.
Would that be
Just
That'd be persuasion.
insight?
What'd you say again? I think I guess I didn't hear you right.
Because I can't possibly think of anything, but maybe a character could
Oh, sure.
guess something based off of.
Yeah, then this won't take your turn.
Okay, but could I would that be
roll a d20. So no, roll a d100.
Oh yeah. Big money.
Big money, no whammies.
Big money. Oh, okay. Not
Okay,
good
what do
enough.
you yell?
I'm just gonna yell bean paste because it's
Oh,
fun.
good. That's
Okay.
exactly what I was gonna say.
Bean paste!
Bean paste. Like bean paste. I get stabbed. I was like, okay, not that. And I guess yeah, no, I'm gonna try and hit him with my axe, I guess.
Okay.
The hand axe. But again, the blunt side of it.
Bonk. 20 definitely hits.
Off him on the head.
Okay.
It's the bonk, though.
Ow! Ow! Now that ain't bean paste, you nincompoop.
With the shot.
All right. You wanna move or you wanna stay there?
I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll just stay here.
Okay. Karydin.
Alrighty.
And then Lekai, you're next.
So I'm free of the grapple. What is the shove action again?
Shove action
Like,
is
can
it's a special attack action, and it's a contested ability check.
Okay. Can I try to shove this guy in front of me into the water?
You can. You'll want to move one space north because shove is always away from you. There's
Okay.
another thing called shove aside, which is much more complicated, and
Okay,
is
I'm
basically
wearing-
is basically a hard DC.
Okay. I'm doing shove
Okay.
toward the water.
So you roll
Let's-
athletics,
Okay.
and then they can test it with either acrobatics or athletics. He will choose.
Come on, big
acrobatics.
money, big money. Karydin is not very athletic.
We are high rolling tonight.
Karydin is actually very athletic, but this Rustler is too wily and too spindly, and then there's also like water in your eye.
Mm-hmm. From the splash.
Yeah, actually, the sun was in my eyes, so this set doesn't count.
Uh-huh. Second question, is it possible to attack with my bonus action when I'm not dual wielding?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna do
I
that.
allow yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do that, so it's
Or wait,
minus
sorry.
2.
When you're not dual wielding, you have
Yes.
to have 2 weapons equipped.
Okay, then I do not have that, so...
But if the question I answered that I thought you asked at first was if you do a shove, can you while you have 2 weapons, can you hit with your offhand?
Okay.
That I do allow.
No, I do not have 2 weapons out. Cool.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Lekai.
Alright. I was really counting on that show.
That would have been nice.
Let's see. Well, the plan doesn't work. I run up right next to Karydin, and I attack Mr. Red Scarf.
Okay.
And do dagger.
Okay. That absolutely hits. A 24 absolutely hits. Are you kidding? So yeah, you get to roll damage and then sneak attack
Okay,
because Karydin is next to you.
that's what I was just about to ask. So then,
But first, you're attacking the one that Karydin tried to push?
yes.
Okay, just making sure.
since the push failed.
Yeah.
And then the sneak attack is normal, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Not bad. Okay.
Heck yeah.
What else you got?
I'm gonna, of course, follow it up with dagger on the offhand.
11 does not hit.
Wait, was that 2 9s?
That was a 6.
A 6 and a 3 is what you got.
Okay. I was gonna say, it's like, dang.
And then you rolled a 6 for the attack roll.
Okay.
Okay. You rolled an 11. An 11 does not hit. After you shank this dude with your dagger returning, he takes his short sword and bats away your next dagger shanking attempt. Okay.
And that's it.
Alright.
That will be my turn.
Aloe.
Okay. So if I were to say, become larger than this walkway, but in a form that could easily clamber down this ledge, is that alright?
What are you planning on doing?
Being a big spider,
Yeah, that's fine.
and then running down the wall?
Spiders can do that, so you're fine.
Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and do that.
Spider, eh? See.
Let's see if I can... How...
You go to the wild shapes, and then
Yes.
you double click on your token to bring up your character sheet, and then you drag and drop the wild shape onto your character sheet.
Okay. Pow.
And then it'll ask,
Transform
"What would you like
to
do?" And then,
a bird!
and then you push the wild shape button. Boom! Clipping! There you go.
Alright, so... You know,
prepared for the cutoff on the token.
a couple things just happened.
Please tell us
Very
about
quickly.
some...
Please inform us about our bird's transformation.
I gotta say, it really wasn't pretty. A few extra limbs brought it out of his sides. Kinda rolled around on the ground a little. You know...
I don't know. That's why I'm listening.
It seemed like another beak grew out of his face next to his other beak.
Weird.
His feathers turn into fur, as they do.
Couple extra eyes.
A few extra eyes.
Do
5
tell.
or 6. Turns out those beaks are fangs now. And this giant spider just sprints down the wall. Runs straight towards the group.
It's eerily fast.
As spiders are.
As they are. You know, thanks to their spider climb. And then he bites this weirdo. With advantage, right? Because he's very surrounded.
He is very surrounded.
Aloe,
only
as
way-
a giant spider.
The
Wow.
only way
Misses.
he can exit is through a wall, and he's not going through there unless you put him through it. A 12 hits.
Oh, 12 hits? Cool.
Okay.
I can't believe he just Silent Hill my man in a corner.
Oh my god!
Alright, hang on. What is this? Oh, he has to make the Constitution saving throw.
Uh-huh.
Please let him fail. Okay, no.
Oh,
He takes...
Jesus
Okay, so he
Christ.
takes 8 damage because it was a maximum bite roll, and then 7 he takes 3, so 8, 11 damage.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Please tell me how this dude is eaten by a giant spider.
No.
No, we don't know.
Oh boy.
turns out those fangs still function as beaks as well. So like, this giant spider just chomps down on his head, but then the fangs also start chomping down on his head. It's real gruesome.
That's gross.
Yeah.
So Rhyol, Karydin, and Lekai, you all see this massive spider just and then chomp. These other Rustlers do not like this, and then they leave. So this Rustler here, he's going to yelp at seeing this giant, massive, like 8-foot spider just come out of nowhere. Oh, big spider! Big spider! I'm out of here! You guys can fend for yourselves! And he kind of like makes sort of like a waggling sword motion at Lekai to take the disengage action. And then boop, boop, boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he goes this way.
Very smart.
And this one kind of looks around. It's like, spiders. He's looking around. He looks at the cistern. Spiders don't like water, right? And then he just jumps into the water, holds his nose, and and,
oh man.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3 also goes this way.
Well, it's not a plan.
And then he takes the dash action to get away from the giant spider. He starts like and then when he reaches this area, he starts pounding on the door. Or sorry, he starts pounding on the wall, and he finally reaches a particular stone block that depresses and slides the door out, and then he effing leaves. That Rustler is dead. Xalia, you can see this person as they run down this long corridor.
Xalia is going to improve minor illusion.
Okay.
This dude. And we're gonna have the visuals of a bunch of little spiders crawling all over his face and the sound of little spider like little spider noises.
Oh my god.
Okay. Is it investigation or is it insight?
Investigation.
He's going to roll this at disadvantage. No, he's terrified. He starts like batting his like clothes down and like ruffling his hair. It's like, they're in my hair, they're on my clothes. Spiders.
That's it. How's she doing?
Rhyol. There's now a very large spider next to you that has just messily devoured this Rustler next to you. Are you next?
Terrified and not wanting to be next. Honestly, I'm gonna just run over here too. It's terrifying.
Okay. When you get over here, you see this Rustler like covered in just little spiders everywhere, just absolutely like crawling with spiders. There is not much that isn't covered with spider on this person.
Okay, and I see the one behind him running away, right?
Yeah, running through this corridor.
What an experience.
So, why am I having trouble? No, okay, he's completely out of range. Actually, hold on. How much distance is this? 30? Oh, actually, I can't even run that far.
Tiny feet.
Tiny legs. Tiny feet. Heavy backpack. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna like grapple hook harpoon launcher. The one with spiders.
Okay.
Try and, pull him back in, stop him from running.
Okay. Go for it. 18 hits.
Neat.
That is unfortunately going to pull him out of the spiders.
Oh, no.
It's fine.
Yeah.
My bad.
No,
Well, I mean, it pulls him, I guess, onto the cheese.
out of the spiders and into the cheese.
Well, he's definitely not running down.
Indeed, you pull him out of the spiders and onto the cheese. He has a mouthful of cheese, just cheese rind, and scrapes against the barrels. He is still completely terrified and screaming.
That's the epithet for our campaign: bean paste and stinky men out of the spiders and into the cheese.
Oh boy.
Anything else, Rhyol?
I guess that's my turn.
Alright, Karydin, big spider.
Karydin takes the dash action.
Just books it.
Books it into this room.
Okay. What else would you like
That's
to
the turn.
Okay. As you look at this
Actually,
room...
wait,
Yes.
real quick. Is this bed here?
Everything
Is
that's
that
there
off
is there.
the ground,
Yes.
at all?
Yes.
He dives under this bed.
Make a stealth check.
Okay. Oh, I should have done that with disadvantage. But it doesn't matter. That's low enough.
Low enough.
Here, fine, I'll do...
No, I'm just amused that you used the word enough.
Cool.
Was it low enough?
Not, apparently.
You were tempting fate. I mean, what? I don't know what you want.
Just
3
needed some
natural
snake
ones.
eyes.
3 natural ones in one session.
Lekai, big spider.
Lekai just sees the ruffian book it, and then turns around and sees a giant spider. Is like, oh. Stumbles at first, and then follows Karydin and just books it in.
Okay. When you run into this extra room, you see Karydin's hindquarters sticking out from underneath the bed, just hunched over.
Yeah. So the armor is too bulky for him to get under the bed, but he is still trying his hardest to get under the bed.
Okay. Anything else?
Our heroes, everybody.
I'm thinking of a line in a minute. Hold up. Wait. I messed up something. Check.
It's okay.
Lekai sees this as he's running and yells, "If you're gonna hide, at least do a better job than that!"
Nice.
And
Karydin does not... He's too busy trying to get under the bed to think about that.
And that's it for me.
Aloe as a giant spider. All of your friends are running away from you.
Did you just make a giant spider noise?
Yeah.
You're such a dweeb!
Oh, God.
This guy.
All
He's gonna
right.
have a bad day.
I'm ready for it.
I cannot see and I am terrified.
13 hits.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, God.
Oh
A lot of
no!
D8.
Oh,
You rolled a 1 on his constitution.
Poor guy.
I see this as a consistent pattern here.
Okay, so you You lurch forward towards the next Rustler and embed your twin beaks of mandibles and messily devour this person, and also inject your very potent poison and just turn his insides into jelly.
Yeah.
Gross.
Let's see. Rustler Ruffian. You're dead. You don't get a turn. And
I'd be surprised if he is alive after that.
This one is effing gone. Shrieking. You are no longer in combat against the ruffians.
Alien's gonna walk up and like just start like petting Spider Leg.
Oh.
He's so happy about that.
The spider notices and returns the favor, and just kind of nuzzles Xalia a bit.
I give the spider a hug.
Cool.
He's gonna cry.
She's also gonna change so she's like a spider person now. She can't give herself more legs, but now she has like eyes and fangs.
Cool. The spider resists the urge to hug back.
Rhyol, you see this particular exchange.
Yeah,
and you take a step back, but get the sense that perhaps this spider isn't all bad.
We have seen Aloe wild shape before, right? Into a bear, right?
Into a bear.
Yes.
Okay. I look around and don't see Aloe, bird Aloe, and let me take off afraid. Give me a sec. Put that on as a joke. So say, oh, you weren't joking. You weren't making that giant spider story up, were you?
Right. That's
Aloe.
right.
Hello.
That's directed at Rhyol.
Yeah, Aloe still kind of very freaked out a little bit, grossed out by the spider that literally just in front of her twice just devoured people. Kind of hesitantly nods, like, "Yep, yeah, like trying to convince herself." Yeah, that's Aloe.
Alien's gonna try to start mimicking spider motion with 4 legs on the floor.
It's not bad. Karydin, while you're under there, roll me a D100.
Okay.
And what'd you get? What'd you get?
42.
Okay.
Kai's gonna peer out through the door.
There are now 2 spiders.
There are now 2 spiders.
It's gonna.
The largest of which seems to be waiting for you anxiously, and then one that seems to vaguely resemble Xalia, except now with mandibles and spider eyes.
Resembles Xalia is such an ambiguous phrase.
I know.
Right?
That's why I chose it.
Do I see Raikel from our position or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Are you like looking at me, trying to like gauge my reaction or something? Or-
Yeah, I'm looking at you. I see Xalia, but the focus is mostly Aloe as the giant spider. And then I peer over to Raikel to get a sense of the situation.
I just kind of point at the spider and say, Aloe.
I yell back after looking at Aloe and just say, "You're kidding, right?"
The giant spider makes a few satisfied hissing noises.
Karydin, while you're under here, you find in after having settled into your hiding place, you start looking around, seeing, just as you do when you hide. You find a single tiny scale.
Huh.
Grabbing for it and pulling it closer, you look at it. It is a green scale.
Okay. I'll
Oh,
put
like-
that.
Lizards? Like a not a measuring scale, right?
Yeah, like a reptile scale is.
Right, it's an animal
Okay.
scale.
Got it.
Lekai, after finally realizing that Aloe is the giant spider, still a little stressed, but breathes out a sigh of relief and just yells out, "Next time, if you're gonna show up behind me, give me some warning." And then I go over to Karydin. Is he still like half poking out or what?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. I give him a nudge and say, "Hey, it's over. Get up."
Karydin sort of like scrabbles a bit and like pushes himself out, and then gets to his knees, looks up and says, "Are you, is the spider gone?"
Lekai chuckles and says,
Xalia skitters in.
"There's your spider." Lekai
have
sees. It just says, "There's your spider."
As Lekai gestures backwards towards the humanoid spider with, and you see kind of curl and poke around the door, just this spider leg of just, and you see the many eyes of the giant spider from before peer in.
Karydin is here now.
And Karydin just runs over to the corner and just dies behind a couple crates.
Poor guy.
Karydin, you find a pumpkin at least.
Oh. Pumpkin.
Thalia's gonna come up here and start eating a pumpkin.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Lekai turns back to Aloe and says, "Hey, mind changing back?"
with a like a suction noise and a pop,
Yep.
the bird form, the Kenku form of Aloe, previously as the giant spider, just pops back into view.
I'm assuming still with blood on the talon, on the beak.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit of blood, a little poison.
Lekai just mentioned, might want to clean up before you talk to your friend over.
We'll be alright.
And Karydin, you hear this, but however much you're paying attention to is up to you.
He's being harassed at this point.
Karydin is focused on the spider person that he cannot recognize as Xalia because he's too afraid. Just kind of crunching into a pumpkin.
Clambers over the boxes. Bet you'll believe my story now, huh?
Karydin is on the verge of tears.
Cool.
Xalia makes a happy little hiss with pumpkin guts all over her teeth.
Cool.
Oh my god.
Wait, she has teeth too?
Yeah.
Oh god!
If she didn't, she does now.
She had spider fangs.
But those aren't teeth!
Oh, okay. She has those too now.
Oh, God.
Lekai just sees Karydin just like shuffle deeper into the corner. And then mentions to Xalia, hey, I don't think he can handle this. You mind pulling back just a little bit?
She sits over here, continues munching her pumpkin.
That is technically 5 feet of pulling back.
Oh man.
Karydin just kind of like sidles along the edge of the room, never taking his eyes off of Xalia. And then bolts out, like, over the bed.
Karydin, you run back into the regular cellar room, and you see Rhyol, who is currently invested in...
So, while that was happening, not one to fall after 2 spiders, Rhyol was like, if anything's in that room, don't let me know. And went and investigated the bodies.
Okay.
Speaking of, Aloe would like to take a closer look around this room.
Okay. Rhyol, you get... Wait, no, they actually have... I prepared this in advance. Oh, it's to roll, never mind. I was about to roll for something, and then I was like, wait, no, I prepared it in advance. And then I read my notes, and it's like, oh, I have to roll for it.
You propose.
You find 7 silver pieces.
Nice.
And let's see here.
Aloe still needs to throw. He is examining our room.
7 silver, and what's one? That one. You also have. You also find a garnet. It's roughly cut, but it's definitely a garnet to your discerning eye, having been in many a trade before.
Oh, like a gemstone. Okay.
Yeah. The room that you... Oh, wait, sorry. And then that's 7p. The other one had 16 silver and 1 gold.
That would be 13 silver.
The room that Aloe, Lekai, and Xalia are in, you appear to be in sort of like a storeroom that's been kind of like converted into some sort of living quarters, ergo the beds. There's a double bunk that's standing against the wall near the door, and then you've got the 2 beds that Karydin was previously hiding under. You've got barrels and crates that fill this southern half of the chamber. Looks like this previously got lots of use, but now the occupants are eaten. Then, Aloe, give me an investigation check. Because you said you were checking it out. Okay. You find... Checking out the barrels and stuff, you find lots of, like, salted pork, other sorts of meats. There's flour, some sugar, some apples.
Okay.
And a good helping of ale.
Can I take some apples?
You can. They smell very appley. Fresh.
All right.
You have you have 4 apples.
Whoa.
That's a lot of apples.
That's a lot of waffles.
Meanwhile, as Aloe is searching, and after seeing Karydin bolt out of the room, Lekai looks at Xalia and says, "Yeah, I don't think the spider routine is doing well for him."
She is continuing to happily munch pumpkin.
Chomp, 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 chomp.
I think you're only encouraging it.
True.
Lekai just puts his paw on his head and just says, "Well, I'll leave you two to checking the room out." More so Aloe as he's...
Xalia, your pumpkin as you're eating it, it's kind of bitter, because usually you eat pumpkin in addition to something, or you bake it into something, but it does have a nice kind of earthy, sweet flavor to it.
Okay. She likes it.
Aloe's gonna nudge Xalia on the shoulder, just kind of motion towards the door.
Okay. She's gonna get up and follow, making no effort to clean off all the pumpkin guts on her face.
All right, and then Rhyol, you've been investigating the bodies. Of course, you also found 2 easily detached scarlet cloaks. And what else you do? As the rest of your party meets you back in this room.
I look at Xalia and it's like, oh, great, you're still a spider.
Happy little hiss at that.
I take it nothing was in there.
She is walking on 2 legs rather than scrabbling now.
Okay. Good.
Nothing important anyway. Just some foodstuffs.
Alright, well, guess that only leaves one direction.
Yeah, foods and spiders.
More spiders? God. Alright, well... So no sign of anyone. Right?
Nope, it was empty. Well, unless you count Karydin being under the bed. It's the closest one.
He was what?
I was
Not the
trying to get away from the spider.
Under the bed.
I was scared, okay?
Okay.
Not one of you was brave enough to fight the spider?
I mean...
Did you want me to stab you?
Well, I mean...
Let's be
Rhyol's,
real.
covering her mouth. She's trying to cover her mouth to suppress a chuckle. She's trying.
The guy just mentions, he's like, well, you were already behind me, so what fight would it have been?
Coward.
Alright, well... looks like we still have people to find. But, I guess... Actually, can I look for any other, secret stone door openers,
And
If there's one, there might be more.
real quick before that gets going,
Sure.
I'm very sorry, but I'm also kind of really exhausted, so if we could call it soonish, I would appreciate that.
That's...
Okay. So you see the cistern pouring out water into this ever-flowing pool. You look around. They're the general construction of this cellar area. You see that there was a secret door here on the southwest that the Rustler managed to open and then run down a corridor. You wonder if there are any more, but can't quite find one. But you do find a sack of flour that is not particularly interesting, but like everywhere you go to look, like, oh, there's that stupid sack of flour again.
Alright, well, I guess let's just keep going. Keep going down the... Gotta find...
Could we take a breather? First, just, like, sit down and recuperate. Could we take a short rest?
Yeah.
Sure.
Xalia's gonna sit down and grow like a thorax tail, but because she doesn't know how it works, she's gonna treat it like a tail and just start flicking it around.
Nice.
What? Huh.
Aloe's gonna dip his beak into the cistern,
Wash it off.
take in a little bit of water, do that weird gargling thing birds do, clack his beak a bunch.
Make a perception check while you're down there.
Okay.
So while you're there, just gargling your water, that brings you very close to the surface of the water, obviously. But you, since your eyes are still open, you're looking around, as it just in your peripheral vision, you catch something kind of like hanging below the like from a rope below the statue.
Okay. Well,
Produce flame!
I want to go grab it.
Okay, it is inside, like it's down in the water, like a couple feet down. So you go down, you go and slosh through the water, and then dive a bit. Just you find a lovely pouch. It is closed. Bringing it back up to the surface and opening it, you've got your you have this lovely pouch. It's the outside is drenched. It's some kind of like rubbery material that you're not super familiar with because it's not natural.
Okay.
But opening it, you did locate a fancy little bundle of goodies. Looks like someone may have stashed this here for safekeeping or whatever, but it's yours now. And you have a potion of healing, 50 gold.
Whoa.
And a potion of invisibility. It is actually marked with like some hastily scrawled word of invisible.
Lekai sees him just pull something out from the water and just yells, "What'd you find?"
And you also have a waterproof pouch.
Nice. Go on.
I have something that makes the potion sound cooler. Hang on. So the potion of visibility, like it looks like it's empty, but it definitely feels like it's holding liquid. And especially with the label and kind of sloshing it around, you see like flakes of the transparent liquid splash against the thing. It's almost like it's got water, but if you could see water even less.
Cool.
The way I'm imagining it is, you know, the sort of effect when it's a really hot day above like the asphalt, you can see like the heat distort the air. You get like little bits of that in the vial, maybe.
Yeah, and I have placed a potion of healing and a potion of visibility in your inventory for you.
Sick. Aloe's gonna let everyone know he just found a bunch of gold.
That's it. Okay.
Congrats.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh,
that's it. Wasn't.
The plan was to distribute it.
Oh. Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
It's some reward for all of our efforts so far. Down?
Yeah.
How?
What?
Oh, I lack permission.
What?
Do you lack permission?
I wish
tried
to split. How?
What permission
permission.
does it say you need?
Permission to update actors.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
But if you're splitting it up,
My gold minion.
yeah, just everyone gains 10 gold. And everyone can, as a reminder, hit your short rest button if you haven't already, and roll your hit dice if you haven't already.
Pretty sure. Huh, never mind. So, Rhyol, when you give her the gold, is a little surprised. Normally, yeah, she's just a little surprised and sort of makes a comment of like, normally I have to convince people to give me money.
I figure, we're all in this together.
Rhyol actually is like, she doesn't respond to that, but that like does cause her to like look like she's in like deep thought about it, kind of taken aback. Well, is everyone rested up?
Yep.
Xalia has
Yep.
spent the entire break mage handing water as high up as she can and dropping it, and one time she tried to just mage hand the flow right back.
Honestly, kind of understandable.
Yeah.
All right, guess let's go.
We're good.
So before you is a dark corridor. The illuminating warm lights of the braziers of the cellar are not able to reach down through here. Typical of secret doors. And then in an instant, what does Aloe do?
Snaps a few fingers. A few fingers. More than 2. But not many.
Feather fingers.
How do you snap 3 fingers?
Oh, I've seen people do that.
Yeah.
They go like ring finger, middle finger.
And then thusly, the corridor is illuminated. Just
Of course.
with a very dainty mote of light, just bling, flickers into view and begins its normal orbit around Aloe's head.
Since he used a few fingers, it actually created a couple of dainty motes of light, but
Okay.
they were extra dainty, so they had to combine.
Okay. So just the motes all come off of each of your talons and just and then coalesce into this singular
Yes.
mote.
Exactly.
Pretty snake, not gonna lie.
Lekai just jokingly mentions no spiders with it.
No promises.
Okay. And then what are we doing?
It's just going.
Kind of creeping down the hallway.
Okay.
Not moving quickly, but
Okay, so you move down this corridor, and then I imagine we're all paying a lot of attention.
yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
perception checks from everyone, please.
What you think? My perception is nothing.
Okay. All right. As you all move down through this corridor, there's the cool scent of the air. That smell, Aloe, from earlier.
Mhm.
It turns into something a little more powerful. And you're able to figure out what this smell is, and it's a little disconcerting. It's a vague bad smell. Like someone left food out too long, like meat out too long, like all that salted pork or whatever. Maybe it didn't get salted over here, and it's just been sitting in the sun. It's that kind of smell, but it's not overpowering. It's just that like you can smell this in the air.
Okay.
And you're all moving down. Karydin, you do notice some interesting writing on this wall.
Okay.
We're not quite sure what it is, but it is like it seems to be talking about some kind of like weird sort of like mishmash of word soup.
Just to double check, Karydin can read can speak and read Common, Draconic, and Giant.
Okay.
If any of that matters.
Okay.
Hey, there's something here, everyone.
Oh.
I can't. It's just some writing on the wall. I can't seem to make heads or tails of it, though. And sort of points it out to everyone.
Okay.
Steps aside to let other people see.
Xalia's gonna look at it. Is it something she recognizes?
It's in common, but it seems to be just kind of word soup.
Oh.
Just saying random things that could make a sentence, but doesn't actually convey a concept that you're familiar with. I imagine everyone looks at it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Lekai, however, you do recognize this language. It is Thieves' Camp. So in here is inscribed just a few short sentences. It just says, "I, no thoughts, head empty."
Same.
Same.
Except it's like inocular, like EYE, not I as in self.
Lekai mentions, it's... How do I describe this? This isn't necessarily a message that I'd expect, but, it says, I had thoughts empty. I got no clue what that even implies here.
We'll keep it in mind, I guess? Or maybe not.
Do you mention that it specifically says I singular?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Xalia only has one eye now. She just made a big one on her forehead.
Like a big spider eye on her forehead?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Wait, did it say EYE or is
Yes.
the letter I?
Yes, EYE.
Yeah.
So I head empty, or I no thoughts head empty.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
What a weird message. Oh God.
What was the monster that Drunkard mentioned?
That's literally exactly what I was thinking.
Not ringing any bells for me, sorry.
It's a little concerning. Oh well.
Oh well.
Doesn't seem to be any use right now.
With a shrug of our shoulders, we move on. And who's first in the room?
Me.
Aloe.
Okay, Aloe. As you move in, a cold breeze meets your face, and it fills the cavern. And the produced flame that you have, instead of the normal red color that it is, turns a cool blue. You can see a crevasse that divides this cavern. There's the rock wall that's kind of just crumbling around. It is much less constructed in a stark contrast to what you have been looking around so far. This crevasse is flanked on each side by 2 rough stone columns that reach 20 feet high up to support the ceiling. There's the only obvious passage over this crevasse is an arced wooden construction that bridges the chasm's expanse, made of like wood planks slashed together. It doesn't have any railings on it. The opening itself is a steep-sided fissure in the ground, and looks to be kind of 10 feet wide. It's whoa! It's super bright on the virtual tabletop now.
Solar flare.
But you do suspect that like there's loose gravel and dirt that'll make easy footing if it needed to be ascended or descended.
Lekai casually mentions, "Hey, does your flame just turns blue automatically?"
It doesn't normally do that.
I feel like my character. Okay, my character is pretty wise in the ways of science. Would they know? Be able to actually know possible reasons why that could be there, like a gas or something that could turn that blue?
You can make an Arcana check.
All right, sure.
Yes, actually. You had to fiddle with it one time when you were opening that one shop where you were working with a particular school of magic. Typically, this sort of magic has, not often, but is known that necromancy type magic does have effects on flames. It can turn them any variety of colors, like sickly green, blue. There's been some theory in the debate of wizards and other thing of like what particular like each color means, or if there is any meaning. It's hotly debated.
I get it.
So it's necromancy magic, right?
Yeah. That, or at least that's what you know. That's what pops in your head, like as you're searching for an answer. It's like, oh,
yeah.
Hey, that does that.
Yeah, that could be a possible explanation.
Karydin snaps his fingers. Says, "I just realized. Eyes, eye monster. Crevasse? That message must have been about the eye monster.
Eye monster.
That the drunkard mentioned."
Yeah, oh god, yeah. Wait.
Let's see. Aloe, you were the first one in the room too, right?
Yes.
Make me a charisma check.
Okay.
Plus
A
your
charisma save or a charisma check?
Is a charisma check. Add your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Oh no.
Well.
One moment.
Alright, well, this is happening.
I think what killed me is the fact that it just slowly turned over to 1.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Alright, so this one time when I was tried to start a restaurant once. I made some burners, and when I tried to cook some meat on it, it turned the flames suddenly turned blue, and I found out that meat was sold to me by a necromancer. This is so I don't know. I've seen something like this before, referring to the fire. Necromancy can turn fire blue.
One, that's pretty disturbing that you were cooking
Yeah.
something like that.
I mean, it explained the price.
You're... That's fair. And two, I guess that means that someone must have been deceased in this cave?
I think
Or
it means there's
something.
been some necromancy practiced in this cave.
Hmm.
I just if there's a
Perhaps some undeceased.
just to keep an eye out.
Aloe, after you make your remark towards Rhyol, you feel something. You feel the sensation of something like cold fingers seeping up the back of your scalp, and like a grabbing sensation at your brain. Just it's this cold sensation that envelops you, and you stumble for a moment, almost off the crevasse. But as you regain your footing, look around, that feeling is gone, but in its place is a voice, and the voice that only Aloe hears this is, "Seek flights, cannot fly. You cannot fly.
Guys, I think there's something here.
Aloe, get away from the edge.
Yeah.
Karydin walks over and makes to pull Aloe away from the edge. Just back. There's some shuffling around.
There's something weird about this place.
Do you... what, I mean, yes, but what makes you say that?
I heard a voice.
What?
It was... taunting me, I think.
Just you? Did anyone else hear a voice?
Lekai, please make a charisma check. Do not add your proficiency.
This is under saves, correct?
No.
Just
No.
It'll be be checks and then charisma.
Okay. And normal roll?
Yes, please.
All of us?
Just
No,
Lekai.
just Lekai.
Okay. Lekai, as soon as the words leave your lips, did anyone else see anything? You feel a similar sensation of this creeping chill that goes up your scalp and like almost grasps the back of your neck for a moment, and like you kind of steady yourself a bit and looking around, starting to get the idea of this is what Aloe felt when he decided that there was something weird, and then it's replaced with a voice and echoing your head. Lekai, you hear,
Clumsy, glutz, stumble, cannot will do.
Kai turns around and quickly gets and pulls out his daggers as if he's ready to fight something, but he doesn't see anything.
Cannot
And then
use to not ambidextrous.
and as he hears the voice, he mentions that, "I think I know what you mean, Aloe. We don't need to stay here long at all."
give me a perception check while you're peering into the darkness, though.
Okay.
Start.
Today's a low roll day. Emily.
Xalia, make the mage hand gravel avalanche.
You said
Well,
Mage
it's all
Hand
going
Gravel
on.
Avalanche?
Yeah.
Awesome. A bunch of rocks just cascade into the crevasse, and you're actually able to determine that it's not that deep. It's maybe like watching how the gravel flows and hearing their echoes. It's maybe about 20 feet.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, it just repeats. Yeah, staying here is just. It's bad vibes. I don't think we need to stay here long at all.
Lekai and Aloe, your fur and feathers now standing on end, goosebumps forming everywhere. Aloe being a Kenku, you instead have people bumps.
Well,
Oh wait, that's a 10. There's light in here. Actually, in
Yeah,
addition,
plus dark vision.
in addition to darkness and dark vision stuff, so you see there's like light glinting off of a particularly reflective source down in the deeps. Like if you shine light on like a mirror or metal or something, it would reflect back. It's that kind of sensation. So you look around, and also in addition to it's dark, I didn't give you a good enough perception roll or description. So the bridge that you're currently on is like lashed together planks. It looks like it could probably support you all, but one at a time going. It's not very good construction. And then of course you feel the cool breeze, and you also start smelling this like old meat smell.
Mm. You said I saw a glimmer down that way?
A glimmer, indeed, is exactly what you saw.
Okay.
Down in crevice area.
Okay. Guys, there's something in the what looks like this dried up river or
dripping.
lake. Not sure. It's just shining for me.
Xalia, may I have a charisma check from you?
Alright.
Do not add your proficiency, please.
Do not press go. Understood.
No, I mean, you can press go, but... low roll tonight, indeed.
Honestly, I want to fail these.
Yeah. Similar sensation, Xalia. It's creeping, then it kind of goes, like it goes up, then it goes down to your shoulders, and then goes back up. And
She chill touches herself to match it.
I'm resisting the urge to deal damage to yourself.
Oh no, I'm doing damage to myself.
All right, go for it. You take 5 necrotic damage. And for a moment, that sensation dissipates, accompanied by the ghostly skeletal hand that dips into your being, and it is replaced by a voice.
On your own. Just a kid. What will you do? No sense of self. What would your father think?
She's gonna kind of sit down.
You too?
Kind of nod a little bit.
Lekai, where did you see something? Sorry, and then you can continue.
It was somewhere in there.
You were gonna say something?
No?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it. Alright. Gonna try and cast the Fairy Fire. Where would Lekai have tried to, like...
You're like where the glimmer would be?
Yeah. I also have dark vision.
Okay.
Maybe you'll
The
see.
glimmer is like over here-ish. And then you choose a 10-foot radius. It's a cube.
20 by 20. Yeah.
Oh, they shed light into. Yeah, sorry. Wait,
Yeah.
no, that's what it said. Oops, I confused myself just like for a moment, and then it's like, whoop. A dexterity save for the object.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So effectively, it's just gonna be like flares, kind of like shoot out top of my machine and sort of like arc down into the abyss, trying to like land on anything, lighting up sort of the area or anything they hit. Or actually, no, they'll explode and be like sort of like this like dust powder that illuminates whatever they hit.
Okay. While you're doing this, you feel these tendrils of chill creep up, and then as you complete your fairy fire science, it immediately goes away, and like you hear this in your head, like this shriek of telepathic in your head, and you illuminate everything in this area with an outline. So you outline a couple like bits and bobs, and like there's a bit of weaponry down here in the crevasse, and then up, hanging onto a stalactite, is an outline. It appears to have like the vague resembling limb arrangement of a humanoid. And now that you know where it is and you're looking at it, I imagine, right?
Yes.
Perception
absolutely.
check with advantage. That's fine because the fairy fire helped you. and it lowered the DC because the fairy fire completely screws all of it.
Hell yeah.
So what comes into view is a hunched figure. It kind of, like I said, vaguely resembles like a humanoid. It's got that you can now see clearly in the fairy fire light, and then also like sheds light as well. And it's very clear now as it moves out from around the stalactite is what the big thing was. It's got these black claws that it's got chitinous flesh and thin extremities. It has this eternally smiling mouth that's filled with jagged spikes of teeth. It's got curved individual spikes that crest out of its back all along down its lithe gray body. And at the center of it all is an oversized single eye of lime green with a vertical slit, like a cat. It stares at you unblinkingly for a moment before you realize that it could never blink. The eye is actually held aloft above like a socket that resembles talons of a bird of prey. The floating ocular swivels to and fro, examining the party. And it moves forward a little bit, crawling along the ceiling and positioning most of its form behind a second stalactite. As it looks down and creeps all about you, it telepathically communicates into your minds again.
God.
And that's where we'll stop it there.
Okay.